Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I wanted to do a midweek update for everyone in H10 to make sure that we are all on the same page. And I also wanted to give you guys some feedback about your research forms in general, because me and your English teachers are noticing some trends. So we figured we'd give kind of like a general feedback as well as some individual notes. First of all, if you have not submitted your research form, please do so. All you're going to do is click on this research form over here. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Research form over here. And you are going to go to File, Make a Copy, and then you are going to, I'm not going to actually do it, share it with me and your English teachers. When you're done, go ahead and take a look at some examples, and hopefully myself or your English teacher is going to give you feedback. In some cases, I already have given you feedback. Specifically for period 4 and 7, my goal is to give you guys feedback today. When you are done with that, today you should definitely be doing your outline. So once you've received feedback and an okay, go ahead and start working on the feedback. Now, you can either do your outline where you have the counter in the middle, or you can do your outline where you do the counter in the beginning. In either case, make sure you make a copy and share it with myself and your English teacher. And then lastly, upload your link onto this Google Doc. Please upload your link to this Google Doc. It'll make my life and your English teachers' lives a lot easier, because I have 90 speeches to go through. And if it's all organized in one spot, it makes it a lot faster so I can give feedback more immediately. Now, speaking of feedback, one of the things that Mrs. Guy and Mrs. Bessling and I have noticed is that you guys picked topics, and I approved your topics, and I think I was a little bit unclear because a lot of you are picking these like really grand general speeches. Like, if I approved you for racism, it's because I was assuming you would make racism into a much more specific argument. For example, racism in the Asian American community, or racism in the Mexican American community. A 5-minute speech about racism in general is not going to do the topic justice. Another example that I'm seeing is that people who pick topics like gender equality, that's really vague. Maybe you want to pick gender equality and talk about positions in leadership, or gender equality and the pay gap. Whatever your topic is, be more specific about it for everyone. Honestly, this is feedback I'm giving everyone. Take a look at your research form and ask yourself, am I being too general? Can I pick something and be more specific about it? A 3 to 5 minute speech may sound long, but it's really short. So you want to make sure that you've picked something specific so that you can really delve in and give those valuable resources and details. Another example is mental health. Try to stay away from things like mental health is important, because again, that's really general. Maybe you want to make your argument about the importance of having appropriate resources at schools for mental health, or having mental health checkups just like you have physical checkups, things like that. Be specific. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to let you know is that I have uploaded a Flipgrid practice. If you click this link right here, it'll show you my awkward Flipgrid that I made. This is weird seeing myself in 2 places at once. And then by period, it'll bring you to a Flipgrid website like this, where you'll have to log in with your own account. Ooh, Mrs. Guy just sent me a message reminding us about another issue that we're seeing. So I will take a look at that in a second. So once you've logged on, it'll show you a website like this, and you are going to click on this big green button, and then you are going to record a video. Whoops, let's flip the camera around. Ugh. You are going to record a video. Notice that you'll only have 5 minutes, which is a good indicator of knowing if you're being too long or too short. And all I want you to do is when you've finished your outline, print it out, read it from the screen. All I want you to do is read through your entire outline and then submit it. Okay? As I have said in my introduction video, this is really because I want you to practice with this website, since most likely Flipgrid is going to be the way that I'm going to require you to submit your final performance of this. So for right now, it's just practice for you getting comfortable using a camera, and it's also practice so that you understand how to use Flipgrid. If you have any questions or more specific things that you want to bring up, please let me know. Mrs. Guy's final comment was that one of the things that you guys are doing is just pointing out problems. Again, this is not an informational speech. This is an argumentative speech. So it's not just about pointing out the problem. Yes, that's what you might do in your introduction. However, it's not what you're supposed to be doing throughout your entire speech. It's not about global warming is bad. It's about there should be more policies that limit greenhouse gas emissions, right? Global warming is bad is just setting up the problem versus there should be policies put in place to limit greenhouse gas emissions is an argument that you are taking about global warming. I hope this helped. Email me. Again, I'm going to be giving people feedback today and I will take a look. Good luck.